Hello friends, this is Chandrakant from Akulmac Technologies, welcoming you all on Top Brass Spotlight. And today on Spotlight, we have Mr. Satya Madala, who is the CEO of Single Point Solution, a very specialized, innovation-driven company which is producing systems and solutions end-to-end for electric vehicle charging, and they are helping the new budding entrepreneurs to set up the EV charge station across India, across the world. Satya is also one of the top voices which is known in the startup fraternity globally. So without further ado, let me welcome Satya to the show.
Okay, thank you very much, Chandra. So, good morning.
Yes, Satya. In fact, you belong to a very special community which is pioneering the new wave of innovation. And as we know that we are under lockdown and we do not know the end date of COVID-19 to end. And I think what work your company and yourself in terms of innovation that you're bringing to the world is very, very remarkable. So why don't you talk about the EV charge solution that your company has developed, and now you're looking to market it?
Yep. Yeah, Chandra. So it's nice talking to you. On this technology. So basically, we as a single point solutions, we are providing a total EV ecosystem. Like ecosystem means actually we are providing A to Z solutions. In our A to Z solutions, we are providing hardware to till software. So in a software also, actually, we are providing a software for our OEMs, and we are providing a software for our users, and we are providing some sort of embedded programming system for our hardware. So when it comes to EV ecosystem, we divide it into few parts. So when it comes to hardware part, so we develop a hardware. So we develop a hardware, and hardware components will sit in a charger. So which supports to communicate the EV charger to cloud. So that means by using this technology, so we can maintain the charger. We can maintain the charger in a remotely, and wherein actually the administrator can control the charger from his dashboard. So that is one part. When it comes to registration, so admin can register the charge points in a backend system. So the backend system will carry all the charging informations, charging station informations, and in a charging stations actually there is a connector information, and in a connector information there is a QR codes and payment details, wherein actually administrator can monitor so the payment part, and he can control, he can specify the cost of the unit charge on on that particular location. Say for example, if you take in a Noida, so Noida is the price is different from Delhi. So say for example in a Noida, depends on that electrical board. So they specify per unit how much it is, and in a Delhi it is different from that. So they can control those things in a backend system. So we are providing another thing is we are providing a mobile application for a user, wherein actually mobile application comes to user when he downloads, just he needs to register, and when he register that actually our mobile application will show them the nearest charging points. So we administrator can specify that it's a, if it is a 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers what it is, so he can find out the charging stations, and when he clicks on the charging station, he can find out what is the charges available in that particular charging station, and what is the price of that charging per unit. All these things will come into the mobile application. Now, so for this actually we use the OCPP protocol, and we are taking some EVCC technology, wherein by using this OCP protocol, actually we connect to the charging stations, and we'll get the information from the charging station, how much it is run, and today how much business happened by using the charging station, and those information we'll get through OCPP server. So OCPP means it's a open charge point protocol. So by using that protocol, we'll get the information from the charger. And when it comes to EVCC, actually it is some battery management system which sits in a car, wherein actually it gets the information from the car, and what is the battery, how much it requires to charge, and what is the battery health, and how much it is consumed so far, and what it requires further. So all sort of information we'll get by using that EVCC. And when it comes to mobile application, so the mobile application is developed on a native platform. So the mobile application, when it when the user when the user when he wants to charge his car, so he needs to find out which distance the charge point is, and the mobile application will route that by using a Google Maps, routes to the charging station. And when he goes there, then just he needs to open his mobile application and scan the QR code, and it redirects to payment part. And in a payment part, actually we are specified 3 items. One is a cash payment, and bank payment, and time base, and full charge base, something like that. So when he says okay, cash payment, just he needs to enter the cash, and it redirects to like a payment gateway. So he needs to pay the amount, and he can start charging by using a mobile application itself. It doesn't require any human interaction to charge his car. So sometimes actually charging stations used to be in a remote areas. So the infra companies who is maintaining the charging station, they don't need to maintain any people to collect the money, or to charge the car, or to maintain the charging station, all this stuff. So this sort of technology we are providing, and we are implemented in some places. We are succeeded, and actually we wanted to come into this domestic charging, and and what do you call, like this big chargers, so which can be installed roadside. So we are providing A to Z solutions. That means actually from charging station installation to till cloud maintenance. So
if I
this sort of
Yes,
yeah.
Satya. So if I understand this as a layman, your company, which is Single Point Solution, is
Mm-hmm.
providing a end-to-end solution to
Yes.
somebody who wants to invest and set up a business around charge points. So
Yes.
is that correct? My understanding is correct.
Yes. 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 Correct. Correct.
And
Correct.
for enabling that business, you have end-to-end life cycle of this whole business, starting from hardware to monitoring to consumer base, a
Yeah.
lot of analytics,
Mm.
and also the customer database. So entire solution is available from your company, which is Single Point Solution.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So I have this
So
one question right now before we get
yeah.
on to the second phase of our discussion. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so this is a solution which is used by a business who sets up a charge point. Now it could be a coffee shop, it could be a charge point station, or it could be a parking lot, or it could be just a provision store who's providing one-off car charge solution.
Yep.
Is your solution also available for individuals for home purpose? Is it scaled down for a home purpose as well?
Yeah. Right now we are working with some OEMs who is manufacturing the electrical cars. So we are providing a domestic charges for them, wherein actually the person who buy this electrical car, so they will get a charger. So where we call them as a domestic chargers. So by using the domestic chargers, any plug can be used to charge their car. So that means actually, with the 200, to 260 watts or 150 watts plug can support to that, can support the charging charger which we provided. So where we called it as a domestic charger. So we are providing those chargers also to OEMs, wherein actually even individual person can directly buy from our store. So where we are coming up with a store with some electrical chargers, electrical charger store it is. So where they can buy the components from the store also. But we are giving some warranties to OEMs. So when you buy a car from Tata or Suzuki or Ford, so they will come up with the domestic charger. So that charger is developed by us, and which can be controlled by using your mobile phone. So the charger will communicate with your mobile by Bluetooth technology, wherein actually anywhere if you are connected to this internet, so you can control the charger. So that means actually how much time, like if you wanted to charge your car, so you can control from your mobile. So you can come to know what is the electricity consumption by using your charger also. So those analytics also we are providing on a mobile application. So that is a domestic charger we called.
So in
So
this,
there is a charges which we are working out with which we are working for governments and infra companies. So any infra company wants to establish any charger, so we are providing those chargers also, which is a commercial chargers.
so in case of domestic chargers, there is no apart from just seeing the charge statistics on my mobile, there is no billing component, right? So when it comes to domestic charger, there is no billing, but when it comes to business charging solution, there will be a billing component which will be integrated
Yes,
with the payment gateways, and a user can pay from variety of platforms like credit card,
yeah,
UPI payments, etc. Excellent.
yes. Yes. So when it comes to domestic charger, actually domestic charger can be controlled, but not a payment part. So the payment part actually, the electricity consumption comes to your meter.
Right.
So that are working out with discoms, that discoms will provide you some slabs. So according to the slab, actually if you right now actually Telangana government is trying to introduce some sort of slabs if you are using some EV. So they wanted to give some subsidies. So those sort of things will be managed by discoms, so electricity boards. So yeah, that we are not touching. Actually, we are touching only the adapter part, adapter in the sense the domestic charger part, and the connector. So there is some various varieties of connectors available. So according to your type of your car, so we'll provide that connector, domestic charger and connector.
This is very exciting, Satya. In fact, the world is moving towards the electric vehicle, and
Yeah,
it could be a car, it could be a tricycle, it could be a bicycle. So I
yeah.
think the world is moving towards the electric. I think your company is coming out with the solution at the right time, and in a country like India where there is a huge requirement, and people who wants to set up this business, the end-to-end solution is available from your company. So why don't
Hmm.
you tell us a little bit more about the analytics part of it? If some, say for example, from a point of view of a business person who wants to invest and set up a charge point, how you can actually help that person to set up this business?
See, this to answer this question, actually, it is depends on the governments. So right now, central government is introducing some sort of subsidies, wherein actually, they're inviting infra companies. Infra companies are individual people to come and participate in the in some programs. Actually, fame is giving some subsidies to infra companies who wanted to establish a charging solution, charging points, charging stations. So say they categorized in three types actually. One is category A, so which covers total public, and private category B, and private and public. So when it comes to category A, so the charging stations will be established in government areas, wherein state government, along with the central and state government, they are providing some sort of subsidies on electricity and chargers and land also. So some registrations also they are providing some discounts when you are registering the land for the charging stations. So when it comes to charging stations, so if you wanted to buy a charger, so up to 70% of price that charger will be covered, subsidized by government. Say it is categorized. Say for example, if it is a private category, so they are giving 25%, and if it is a public and private partnership, then they are giving 50% subsidy on a charges. And if it is a public, then they are giving 70% subsidy. So likewise, so this state government discoms also, electricity boards also, they are providing slabs on each unit. Say for example, Karnataka government is providing 6 rupees 10 paisa for a unit, and AP government also providing some sort of 5 rupees 75 paisa, something like that. And Telangana government also coming up with some good subsidy to establish charging stations. When it comes to the person who the company or person who wants to establish charging stations, so they'll get a their investment within 1.5 years, something like so it doesn't require to maintain any human interaction. Like they can establish a charging station, then people will come and by using our technology without intervention of any human, so they can charge their car and they can pay and they go off. So that means if you work with a FAME, so FAME is already giving some sort of frames, subsidy frames. So if you fall into that subsidy frame, so max to max, so infra companies can get their ROI within 1.5 year. So that calculations are there with us. So it is a little big subject. So what is the involvement, and what is the cabling level, and what is the establishment type, and there is a concrete work is involved. So we calculated everything and we kept aside. So it's a big subject to explain. It's a very long, this thing. So that if anybody interested, then we can provide some sort of DPR, project report, and we'll help them to establish the charging stations anywhere. So even some of the government, like right now Telangana government, they Karnataka government and Telangana government, they wanted to tie up with this metro lines, and they wanted to establish charging stations in between the metro pillars, wherein actually if they have a space to park 2 cars, so they can come and establish that charging stations wherein they can utilize it. So this sort of arrangements are coming up with state governments. So we have everything. So we are ready to help if anybody wants to come and establish it.
So I think this is very exciting what your company is doing, and especially
Okay.
with the state government coming out with these innovative ideas how to establish new business, new ventures, and new way of doing things. I think one of the critical aspect of any business is the support. So since your company is specializing in providing end-to-end, which is hardware, software, and so my question is regarding maintenance. So what sort of maintenance plan that your company provides to the OEMs and the business who buy your products and your services?
See, the maintenance part, that's what I told you, right? Actually, when it comes to hardware, we provide some guarantees. So it covers, the warranty covers everything. And actually, the critical components we replace directly without any problem, like, without repairing anything. But when it comes to data problem, actually that can be maintained by using our system. system on a basis. So it doesn't require to send any person to go and clean it. No. So the data can be cleaned by using our technology, wherein actually we have a separate maintenance system, wherein which will monitor the charging station on a day on a every minute basis. So if there is any problem, actually it triggers back to administrator. So administrator can run some commands on the system itself. So it will clean the charger on air basis. It doesn't require to go and do any maintenance. So if there is any critical problem in a hardware component, we go and replace it. So it won't take much time, and I can guarantee the system for 3 years. So for 3 years, there won't be any problem in any hardware component in a charging station or connector. So if any only connector will be exposed outside, so which will be handled by many other people, which sometimes some people will come and they handle it. So it's a connector, right? So sometimes on a regular basis we replace the connector also. So that means if there is any problem, will on a system they will come to know. So they'll send the service person and they'll change the connector. So there is no repairing sort of system in a charging station. So only replacing. So any part can be replaced. So that sort of maintenance we are providing.
So this
Yes.
is amazing. You are also providing the entire end-to-end support system, ecosystem, so that it is very
Yes.
easy for any business to establish and provide services with regard to charge solution. Now, as a
Yes.
layman, Satya, I want to ask one very pertinent question. The
Mhm.
question is, there in future there may be a lot of different types of vehicles having different
Mm.
types of batteries. So when
Mm.
somebody goes and want to charge his vehicle, it could be a bicycle, tricycle, quad bike, or even a car, variety of different makes, manufacturers. How
Mm.
the user will ensure that the charge is adequate or in line with the specification of the battery which is there in his vehicle, because this is very technical information, not everybody will have it.
Okay, got it. It's a good question, Chandra. So when it comes to connectors, so the in a world actually right now only 6 connectors are available. So 6 types of connectors are available. OEMs are depending on only those connectors. And the second thing is battery. When it comes to battery, actually it doesn't require any information about battery. So the battery could be anything, but it is only depending on the connector. So the battery connects to the connector and connector connects to the charger. So the important component is connector. Now as a layman, so you have some sort of say for example Mahindra E2 H2 vehicle is there with you. So the H2 vehicle carries some CCS connector, okay, wherein when you open our mobile application, so when you click on some charging station, it gives you information of the connectors also, wherein charging station comes with a multiple chargers. So charging station is a bunch of chargers, wherein actually the charging station will contain 3.3 kV and 5 kV, 15 kV, and 30 kV, and 50 kV, and 150 kV. So 50 kV and 150 kV chargers are connectors, whatever it is. So those are rapid chargers, which charges the car within a 20 minutes time. Wherein actually 30 kV charges will take a little time, and the 3 kV charges is will take a little time to charge the two-wheelers and the three-wheelers. So, so the person who carries that, actually say for example, if you are driving a Mahindra car, so it requires some CCS to connector. The connector and type 2 connector. So the type 2 connector, the mobile application will give you that information whether the charging station is providing that type 2 charger or not, connector or not. So, so as a layman, just by clicking on your on a mobile application, and you can search on a connector basis also. So so if the connector is CCS2 or type 2 connector, then just you filter it, and it will show you only the charging stations which is provided, the type 2 connectors or type 2 chargers. So you can go there and charge your car. So we are not giving a much burden to the user. What it doesn't require to even by when he is registering his model, car model. So we are showing them the connector also. we are showing them the we are telling them what sort of connector it is. So it gives you only that information, and you can drive your car to the charging station and charge your car. So so we created some sort of ecosystem, so which is very any layman can use it, and without any not even it doesn't require a technical guy to understand the system. So directly any layman can use the system. So that sort of system we created. So
I have
it
one
is easy to use.
I have one question, which is based on my experience in SFO, where Tesla
Mhm.
has made a lot of investments, and in
Yes.
order to support the infrastructure of their cars, they have built
Mhm.
every few miles they have built the charge points, and these are
Yes.
again run by the private parties. Some are owned by Tesla.
Yeah.
But important thing I wanted to ask you is, say for example, if I go to a Tesla charge point, they have
Mhm.
a supermarket, they have a coffee shop, they have multiple things to do. So while the car is being charged, the car owners can do multiple activities. But
Yeah.
important thing is when I put the charger in my car, I can choose the plan. The plan could be a long charge, it could be a mediocre charge, or it could be a fast charge. And the charging solution is giving me different pricing for different types of charge. So does your system also has
Yes.
this kind of a charging possible?
Yeah. Our when I start our discussion, I told you, right. So by using our mobile application, so when you go to the charging station, just you need to there is some sort of mechanism used to recognize the charger. So some sort of connectivity we are used. So the connectivity is something like a RFID technology, or something like a Bluetooth technology, something like a QR code technology. For example, QR code technology. When you open our mobile application, so there is a QR code. So when you scan it, so the QR code will recognize the the charger. So what type of charger, and what is the connector placed in the charger. So that is one. And once it is recognized, it redirects to the payment options. So we provided three types of payment options. One is a time-based charger, and money-based charger, and full charger. So time-based charger. Say for example, if you wanted to charge your car for 20 minutes, so there is a it automatically calculates the price and tells you what is the price for a 20 minutes. So just it deducts the money from your bank account and redirects to the charging screen. So when it comes to price, so if you say, if you wanted to charge for 1,000 rupees, just you mention 1,000 rupees and pay that, and it redirects to start charging. If you say full charge, then it redirects. It depends on the charging station and connector. So wherein actually it was maintained by the administrator. So we are providing some backend system. So in a backend system, he will manage everything. He will say, okay, for a rapid charger, this is the price, and this is the price for a unit, and this is a time to charge the car. So all sorts of information we are providing through backend and mobile application.
So I think I have
So I think
one
I.
last. Oh yeah, you have answered the question very thoroughly, and it's a I'm getting a feeling that it's a beautiful solution and it is ready to use anyone who is interested in setting up this business. But I have just one last question. When it comes to
Mhm.
pricing, there are some business people who would like to invest a lot in setting up the facilities in such a way that the customers, when they walk in into their charge stations, they enjoy the experience. Some guys can come out with a bowling alley, some out come out with some shopping supermarkets, etc. So different experience can be provided to the people who want to charge their vehicles. Is it possible to set the price differentially so that one business can have a set of prices than the other? Because the whole experience of charging your car is provided by how much investment that particular business has made in that facility. Right now, is it
Okay.
available?
Yes, it is available, Chandra. So how it is calculated, um, some sort of, like, I'll give you an example. So say for example, if you wanted to establish a charging station in municipal areas, GHMC municipal areas, GHMC means like or Hyderabad
Like urban
GHMC,
areas. Like urban
greater
areas.
yeah, urban areas. And there is a different sort of investment for rural areas. Okay, now coming to urban areas. So it depends on the location where you are right now. So say for example, if you are near to Madhapur, the land cost is very high. Excuse me. Land cost is very high. So wherein the prices may slightly higher than the other places. So when it comes to, say, now we are trying to establish one charging station in front of Silparamo, which is near to Cyber Towers. So in that area, actually, we need to charge nearly 18 rupees per unit, because so the unit cost covers this area, and we need to pay some money to GHMC, and we need to maintain some people to maintain the charging stations, all this stuff. So when it comes to rural areas, so rural areas land cost is very less. Actually, they can establish some other business. Say for example, if you take a Hyderabad to Bangalore corridor, so we thought to establish two charging stations. Say for example, if you charge your car in the night, full charge, so which will run for 300 kilometers. Say for example, 300 kilometers. Now you start from your home. So at a distance of 150 kilometers, we wanted to establish a charger. So there, actually, you can create an ecosystem wherein actually other people can sell their products. Say some agriculture products that they can sell in that point, and you can maintain some gaming stations over there. You can maintain some restaurants, and you can maintain some marketplace where people can come and come with their products and sell their products and share some revenue with you. Some sort of business we are created for rural areas. And sometimes in a rural areas, the problem is providing the electricity. So in that case, we are suggesting to go with the solar systems. So the green energy, total green energy. So they can maintain some solar systems, which will go for 5 years and which with no maintenance. So no electricity charges. Some sort of that areas, if you select, then the RO will come little earlier than the urban areas. So it is depends on the area to area, and city to city, and town to town, something like that. So end of the day, the maximum ROI we are showing 1.5 years.
So I think after talking to you, I'm quite excited. I want to tell my viewers that the single point solution EV charge system, I would call it a system, is fully scalable, is very innovative. It fits variety of different business requirements. It has a lot of analytics. It has a lot of different types of charge models when it comes to getting the money out of the business. It integrates with multiple types of payment solutions. So it's a complete ready to use application with complete maintenance, back-end maintenance. So I would really appeal to people who want to set up a new type of business as the new opportunities are opening up, the oil prices are crashing, and the world is moving towards completely renewable energy source. I think Your company is definitely playing a pioneering role. I will leave your email address so that whoever watches this program can reach out to you directly. It was really my greatest pleasure talking to you and understanding the technology, the hard work, and the sweat that you and your team has invested in this system and solution.
Thank you very much, Chandra. So not only fuel charges, not only we are not looking at our fuel charges, and irrespective of fuel charges, we are looking at some global warming system. Like, so if you use a fuel, then it emits some a lot of these things. Okay? So if you use electrical cars, so it is globally, and it is there is no pollution at all. So to reduce the pollution, so we encourage the people to use electrical cars, and even a government also, by the central government is taking initiations to convert all sorts of government vehicles into EV vehicles by 2022. But I don't know actually about after this corona what could be the way forward by the government. But right now the situation, government announces that by 2022 all government vehicles needs to be converted into EV vehicles. So by taking that advantage, even we are manufacturing some sort of EV vehicles also, EV 3 wheels and EV 2 wheels, and EV scooters also we are planning to manufacture, wherein we are targeting some sort of rural areas, rural fleet, and we are targeting tourism departments to use these e-scooters, and we are targeting municipalities to carry the waste material and to carry the waste bins. So some sort of oil, some sort of water tanks also we are converting into EV. So we are coming up with various products, various EV vehicles also. But so our major contribution is EV charging solutions, EV charging ecosystem. So we are purely concentrating on it. And if anybody wants a different business model, so we can establish and we can suggest them, and we can give a consultancy to establish that business. So if anybody wants to come into invest in this area, so we'll provide all sorts of information whatever we have, and we can give them a total hardware and software support, and it's a ready to go products available with us. So that's what I wanted to tell to our viewers.
Very nice, and I think this is a solution with a lot of innovation, and the possibilities are immense. It's just up to
Yeah.
the imagination of the uh, person who wants to establish a business in the area of EV charge, and that is where the future is. So it was really
Yeah.
my greatest pleasure talking to you, Satya, and I
Thank
will
you.
leave your contact details, and I hope a lot of people talk to you, reach out to you directly, and take advantage of your expertise and innovation.
Thank you very much, Chandra. Thank you. Thank
Nice
you.
talking to you, Satya.
Pleasure is mine.
Bye.
Bye.